Are supposed to be like tolerance and like very pro-trans and all that, and it's weird. They talk about it as if there's no one on the right who's okay with trans people.
Yeah.
But if you look at the comment section in Caitlyn Jenner's like Twitter page,
yeah,
leftists are saying all the transphobic things in the book.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Like talking shit about what her parts look like, stuff like that.
Oh, see, and they say they're the party of tolerance. They're the
not.
Side, yeah, they say they're the side of tolerance.
Because for me, like, I never thought Caitlyn Jenner should have had the procedure. I thought, like, because my opinion of it is like you already spent like so many years of your life as a guy.
Yeah.
So you've developed this way. You're not a very feminine looking person.
Yeah.
And then there's like, well, but he had the procedure. Now she is a woman, and I'm like, all right, Caitlyn did it.
Yeah,
we got Caitlyn now.
Okay, so
then that's it. That was like the end of my gripes.
So I'm gonna put this out there. Okay, look, I don't care if you're transgender. Hell, I don't care if you are a transgender person. Whatever you want to do to your body, that's your deal. But when you start trying to push some kind of legislation of what I should follow as far as pronouns, you need to go to hell. Because that's not how I was raised. That's not how the majority of the country was raised. Okay, yeah. Stop pushing. I mean, you want to change your body? You want to cut off your
like,
dang and get a wang?
Let's use Caitlyn Jenner as the example here. If Caitlyn Jenner showed up, like, I'm running for governor, I'd probably like wish her luck. I would use her proper pronoun. If we end up in a conversation about about the procedures and about the beliefs in it, that's when we'll like find where we're disagreeing with each other.
Right, but I'm saying,
I'll give her the respect.
Well, no, there's a difference though, as far as like the respect and when it comes down to legislation where it's enforced, or you'd be like punished if you give a criminal citation for it.
If Caitlyn Jenner wants to get rid of all guns, I was like, all right, well, screw Caitlyn Jenner. I don't like her. Yeah, because I like guns.
I don't want legislation to be pushed on all 50 states where we could be thrown in jail because we accidentally said the wrong pronoun.
Yeah, because really, it had nothing to do with her gender at that point. No. It's the policy that she's pushing. It doesn't matter what gender you are, what color you are.
Exactly. If I offend you, If I accidentally mispronounce you and you call me out on it and stuff like that, and we could be reasonable about it and not be douchebags, and I'm willing not to be a douchebag. If you, sir, you, Mr. Will, you what do you call it? Genderized my pronoun and stuff. I am sorry. I apologize. You want to be called this? That's fine.
Yeah, but
don't throw me into the wolves and try to throw me in jail because I made a mistake.
Like if I was talking to a group of people and they're all wearing hoodies because it's cold outside.
Yeah.
And I was like, look, if this guy and this guy wants to go out and do that, and one of them says like, I identify as a female, I'm like, oh, sorry, I didn't know. All right, if this girl and this guy wants to go out and do that, and I'll just continue on, but then from that point on, I'll refer to this one as female.
Right.
That's the respect. It's just that I don't want to be criminalized because I didn't know.
And that's where I have a problem with. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like it's like the whole hate speech thing, the whole freedom of speech. Okay, freedom of speech does include hate speech. If you're not yelling out fire in a crowded building, then if you're saying the N-word or any type of racial epithet and stuff like that, that's freedom of speech. I don't agree with it. can't stand it. I don't like it, but it is what it is. It is freedom of speech. People have the right for that. But to go and push legislation to tell us what we can and cannot say, well, guess what? This isn't the ideas of democracy no more. You've thrown that out the window. Now it is the push for communism, socialism, and all that, where it's full control over your life. What you can and can't do.
If somebody, no matter what the race is, but they look at me and they're like, nah, I don't want any chinks around my house. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, well, screw that guy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to hang out with you anyway, and I would just go off my own way, but I wouldn't want him to get thrown behind bars for that. I'm going to shun him.
But see, that's it. But see, TK, that's the difference between you and these leftist sheeptards, okay? These leftist sheeptards are the ones that have such thin skin, they don't even have skin. It's all body tissue and organs and stuff. There's no skin.
Everything hurts if they're touched.
Yeah. you hurt my liver. You know what I mean? Like, what? Like, come on, man.
Like, every time I was ever in a situation where, like, let's say I did something wrong and someone came up and was like, hey, I know what you did. And I could be like, oh, my anxiety is doing this. How dare you? Like, I never thought that.
For real,
is even an arguable point.
It's like that lady who.
Like, how dare you make me feel bad?
Yeah, it's like that lady who, I don't know if it was satire, because if it was very stupid, but she acted very serious on her video, talking about we need to kill all male babies and this and that, blah blah blah. And I never took offense to it. Let alone, I never took offense to any Asian jokes or anything like that. I mean,
no. Like, my only request is make it funny, and if it's not funny, I'll just ignore you.
I don't live life in a bubble, man. I know what pain feels like. I know what laughter feels like. I know what happiness feels like. I know what sadness feels like. I don't try to live my life in a freaking bubble.